Right, guys, this is going to be the second episode. This is the start, but we're just going to cut straight back to where we left off.
He's gone for a week.
Also missing Pete.
How do your families find your interest in working life with bodybuilding, and what are their opinions
She loves it.
on it?
Big Sam loves it. She
She loves Samson in particular.
I think
She's got a type.
I'm really not sure looking at Pete.
it just took her 24 years to realise what a type was. I'm like, do you know how
Pete.
genetically gifted I could have been?
If only you'd have shagged Samson.
Honestly, Mum, do you know how good I could have been?
Rob.
I know you went, hold on a minute.
Literally,
She
Rob.
ain't got time to get
Rob the Bear.
Let's get us back straight here.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry,
I'm
babe.
taking that statement back.
No, I didn't mean it.
Let's go for it.
Carry on.
Mum absolutely loves it. I think we're just going to have to skip this. Just end it here.
He's got to wait for these two.
Mum loves it. Mum, I think for context for why Mum is the way she was in, struggled a lot in her marriage with my dad. She felt very controlled. So after they separated, she obviously found her own way, became very confident in herself. I could literally turn around and go, I'm going to go and do this tomorrow. And no matter how ridiculous it is, she'd be like, go and do it. Go and live your life. Do you know what I mean? Right. So she's like that with everything. So I'd been bodybuilding I've been training since I was like 15, 16. But mainly just doing bodybuilding since I was 18, because prior to that was like rugby.
What's funny about that?
Nothing, I'm not laughing at that. I was laughing at
How old are you?
24 now.
24. And you're laughing at he's been training 8 years and he's still just...
Do you know what I mean? Support.
8 years?
Fucking dick. That's why he's a coach.
You said I've been bodybuilding, I thought you were going to be like, since out of the womb.
You seen the size of me? Fucking obviously not. Didn't know what protein was when I was 18.
Come out of the room, just live, breathe, bodybuilding. Where's the way?
Chicken and rice.
Train anyone. Growth hormone at birth, baby.
IV drip. Train.
Just hook us up, man. No, so
Hilarious.
I've been training for a while, and then we were watching, like, she just loves it because I was coached by Josh Bridgman originally. When I was coached by Josh, she'd watch like Josh's YouTube at the time, because I was coached by Josh from like 2018 to like 2020.
I didn't know that.
My first coach. I watched it. Like everything I was doing in the gym was like rugby until I'd stopped playing rugby. Mm-hmm. I like bodybuilding anyway. And I used to watch the bodybuilding like YouTube just in general. I found it like well interesting. So I inquired with Bridgman, TM Cycles. TM Cycles said, "Nah, mate, busy." Bridgman was like, "Yeah, bro, here's a payment link." And I was like, "Bosh, I'm in." We've hit Josh for 2-3 years. Before like leaving and when I went to Ali, but Mum would like watch his YouTube, so she got like well invested in it. And I think she liked it anyway.
That's quite cool from a parent to see the person your son's gone to. You can watch them as a coach.
Well, she
kind
like,
of respect them.
Like when he was
in safe hands.
Yeah,
as well.
when he was like on prep and like I'd be at uni, she'd like be sending me like his updated like his stories where he's talking about what he's doing at like. Have you seen this from Josh today? She does it now with like the Olympia. She'll send me like athletes that compete and be like, have you seen this one?
Hattie's got his visa.
No, yeah.
Inbound.
Or like when someone wins like a card, she'll be like, "Oh, you seen them on the pro card?" And
Really?
like, yeah, she loves it. And then, so like she watched a lot of that, and then we were watching.
You talked to her about it though as well. It's not like she just researched. Like you would talk to her for all, like even when I've been there, like hours.
We spoke loads. Like she's very inquisitive about anything. Yeah. She just likes to learn things. So she'll like ask me questions about a lot of things. So like her opinions on bodybuilding are hilarious now. Because she knows who every coach is, she knows who every like client is.
Physique and what she
she knows like how he should train, how he should not train. Good. She'll see someone do something that's just like batshit backwards, and she'll be like, "Why the fuck are they doing that?"
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
She'll be like, "Oh, he doesn't look very good.
He's soft, Mr.
Shit." Yeah, bit shit.
And then in my in my prior relationship before Millie, we similar to like what we were saying. Like I had that like tunnel focus at one point. It caused like a massive uproar. Mum and I spoke about it, and I remember saying like, "Well, I don't know, because I'm not even taking PDs. Like, I don't know, why am I taking this so seriously? Blah blah blah." And then I was like later on down the line, we were watching like the Ronnie Coleman documentary, I think, or something together. We got to the end, and she was like, "When are you going to stop fucking about?" Essentially, like she was like, "You should go and do it because you're always going to regret not doing it." She was like, "Look at the life he's had, the opportunities he's had from it. Like, you don't know what you could have until you go and try."
Yeah.
Next day, Ali, get the test. It's happening.
Wow.
So she's like mega supportive about it. It's funny though, because like, I've been cruising before and she's like, what are you running at the minute? I'll tell her and she's like, it's not like that. You're not going to
dose.
Yeah, you're not going to grow on that. I'm like, sorry, Sam. So like, mum's incredible.
There was a point when you were ill though, and she was really like.
Yeah, she gets concerned obviously because whenever I'm never really ill, but normally when I am, it's like I'm pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
So whenever something had happened, her go-to every time is, well,
drugs.
have you changed anything with your drugs, or like she's got a basic understanding, more or less, of kind of what each one does, and she understands the stereotypes that come with certain drugs.
Yeah.
So. Like she'll be asking questions and stuff like that, or she obviously like she's not just like fucking do a gram of trend, mate. Like there is obviously a level of concern there, but she also knows that I wouldn't go to a coach and I wouldn't do anything that I wouldn't agree with.
Yeah, she knows you're clued up.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't just be like, if Ryan was like, tomorrow are you going to take like 2 grams of test? I wouldn't be like, oh, Ryan said I have to, I'm going to do it. If I didn't agree with it, I'd be like, nah.
1.5.
Yeah, maybe 1.8. I'd drop it by 2 megs. Can't fit that much barrel. What about 1.5 and then another gram of But like, so that's sound. Rarely speak to my dad anyway, but he's got like no idea of like anything. Like he turned around to me and was like, "Oh, you're gonna go and like work back at that place and get like a proper job?" And I was like, "You've got no idea, mate. Like what coaching does." Yeah.
I know, I've had that for
do you know what I
years.
mean?
I don't now, but I did.
But like a lot of people don't understand it. Like, what do you do? I'm an online coach. They just think you're a shit PT.
Yeah.
I'm like, mate, you've got no idea. Like,
what goes into
You just think you sit
it.
around all day and just could toss it off.
yeah. And it's obviously it's a very. There's a lot of money in this industry. You can make a lot of money as a coach.
We said that. I literally said that on the way here. But I said there's the perception, and you can make a lot of money, right? And you can live fantastically at a very young age and then work up. But there's also then the 99% that are scraping to get 15, 20 clients where you're
But
not earning a lot.
they're all part-time coaches though. All these people that have got like 5 clients or something like that, or 10 clients.
Yeah, but there's some of them are full-time wanting to be.
Yeah.
It is a struggle, and it is a grind.
Everyone's been there.
Yeah.
You know, well, we've all been there when we're starting off and stuff like that. But there's a lot of coaches that work a job and then also just want to coach because it pays for the steroids, or they just want to coach because it pays for the fucking.
But you can, if you've got 10, 15, whatever, you can work another job as well as.
Yeah.
You don't have to just have like, it's my divine right, I'm just a coach and wait around. You can do it. But like, there's also, you can earn from anywhere to anywhere really.
Yeah,
in coaching.
And it's kind of toxic as well because like we'll have conversations like I'll hit another set point number of clients and I'll be like, I'm buzzing because like I wouldn't say I'm not motivated by like the money in it because I do this job for free. It's fucking sick. Yeah. But I look at the money and I'm like, okay, my business is progressing because I'm making more. It means I'm working with more people, which is really fucking cool. And like we'll have that, and I'll be like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I don't do anything with that money.
No.
I pay for my food job, and the rest of it just fucking sits there and pays tax or whatever. Like I don't spend any of it because I'm not like I don't live an expensive lifestyle. I don't want to fucking go and buy X, Y, and Z. But I'll be like, oh, this is pretty cool at the business. It's like pretty surreal to think that I've just come out of uni and this is what the business is doing. That's wicked. And then you look at other coaches and you think, fucking hell, they're doing that a week.
I know. Yeah.
Fuck.
And so that's where you want to get to.
I'm like,
That's
do you know
the
what I
same
mean?
with me and you. Like, I'll be like, I've got this one, and you'll be like, I'll do that in a day.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, obviously that's a joke.
Is it?
But no.
Crying.
I did.
Like
Therapy.
He's turned into a couples therapy now. Great.
From my first tax bill. But no, it is horribly toxic at the same time because of that. Like, like a lot. Like my mum, who's worked nice jobs all her life, and she loves what she does. And then we talk about like what I'm earning now, and she's like, "That's fucking crazy."
It's mental, isn't it?
Yeah. Or like some people that
the potential that you can do.
Yeah, like all the boys
the
at
ceiling's
uni,
mental.
the boys at uni, like they've all sort of relatively stayed in what the part time or what jobs they were doing at uni, and we'll have a meet up and they'll ask about the business and stuff like that. And like, that's fucking crazy. But if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. It's like my dad.
But then someone can come in entry level and they immediately want that.
Yeah.
And you could be stuck at $1,000 a month for
But I
just
think like
fucking ages.
it depends where you do it because I never started this. Like I'd say the only time I was ever like money motivated in coaching was when I was at uni, and I was money motivated at the time because I didn't want to work a job. I just wanted to coach.
It's pocket money,
It's
isn't
also
it?
like
So I was like, I need to get the business to a position where I can pay myself whatever I need each month for my food, my bills and all that shit, and I can just do this for a job and I'll be fucking happy with that. That's the only time I've ever been like, I need to get to a certain number financially. And everything after that point, I'm like, I've never really cared about. Like, it's cool to see the business progress because it means I'm working with more people, and that's my main thing.
I think that's it.
And I love that side of it, but this is what pisses me off so much about all these people that fucking, right, I'm a coach, it's in my bio, let me go and contact that business mentor.
And you're charging £200 a month.
Just get good at your job. Why are you paying out $3,000 a month for a business mentor when you've got 4 clients?
For sales tactics.
Yeah.
Cold DMing sales tactics.
Like, I've always been
releasing ebooks.
I think I've always been the same mindset of you. Like, if I just get really, really good at coaching, if I'm really good at the actual job, the business will take care of itself. And so far it has. But you see all these new coaches and it's almost like the first thing they think they need to do is go and get told by someone how to do it.
It's money and lead gen first before just getting good at it.
But then they lose their clients all the time and they come to us inevitably, or they come to all the coaches inevitably anyway, because your retention's shit. Yeah. You're getting 10 in the door every month, but you're losing 7 or 8 every month. So you're always up.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's like your quality of coaching, the standard of, when you see them at shows, the standard of the athlete they put on is horrific. And then that athlete looks around at who's won and goes, Tim coached them. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tim now. So how do your parents find it?
My first prep, so I decided to prep in, September, like 2020, and I started prep in the June 2021, I want to say. No, May 21, competed in that November, and I didn't tell my mum and dad until the April, so it was literally 2 months before prep, because I was like, they're not going to be supportive. And also I'd had like a history of like disordered eating, and I thought in my head they'd be like, you're not going to stick to it, and do you think it's really that good for you? And I told them and they were like, that's sick. I was like, that'd be really good. I was like, when's the show, when's this? I don't know if they were just saying it because they were like, let's see if you actually commit to it. But my mum was like, your granddad did it. So my mum's dad, who like I've never met because he passed away before I was born, but because she told me it before, but she was like, oh, your granddad did it, like it runs in the family, like as a thing, because he'd done it when he was younger. He was like, yeah, he used to do like bodybuilding competitions.
That's
and she was
rare
like,
back then as well.
Yeah, and it was, he was like number
What's his
one.
cycle, do you know?
Decker needs to mate. Better boulder rate.
Where did he
Natural
place?
base.
Where did he first?
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Junior. Junior, and he was in like a magazine and everything. Mum got that, yeah.
Come on, you've got the genetics then. Come on.
That's what Mum said. Mum was like, get it from me.
You nice.
And then Al was just like, no. But yeah, they loved it. But then when they saw, like, I've even got videos, and they don't like how small I got and how much. Because I moved during the summer in my first prep. I was like, 20, 21. And that was like the 2 hours of cardio, the no food, no break. And I didn't deload. I didn't, like, it was just straight through. And she could see like me just deteriorating until I went back to uni. And then she'd gone from the September to the kind of October, November time when she'd saw me, and she was like, you're literally just a bag of bones, like what's happened? And I think that's hard to see them as your child.
Your parent, because obviously like, when we came, we spent a decent amount of time at your house over this prep, like your family home.
Oh, the second prep. Like
I think
they love it now.
They support it, but they don't understand it as much as like my mum might understand it.
The thing is, as long as you support it,
you don't have to.
So like,
because they'll be like, you're not going to get lean, have you? And they're like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, and like, that's because of their perception of what truly lean is. And I was like, I'm quite.
I think as a female as well, it's different.
And when you came, we went down, didn't we? Yeah. And stayed at my mum and dad's because we had a big, like, you got introduced to my mum's side, and it was a big. What's that song for?
Long day that. Or the Essex lot.
Yeah.
Do you know how many shit Coronation Street jokes I got?
Yeah, because he was.
Because you're from Manny.
You're just from Northern.
And they all
north
kicked
of
off.
Bristol's crazy still.
When I said to my mum, when I said that, I was like, he's met this lad. The first thing she went, she was like, not Northern, is he? I was like,
what's wrong with him being Northern?
She's taking the piss, but like.
Nah, she hates me.
She meant it.
There is a weird
deep. She pulled me aside one day and she was like,
But no, they made like little. The extended family, they'd never seen me that lean before, and they'd always see me as like little chunks meals at like 14. So when they saw that, like, they'd make jokes like, what was it, xylophone?
Yeah, it was like
about my ribs,
obviously
the
a
hug me
spine,
as
like,
well.
oh, it's like a fucking xylophone in your back, and listen to that thinking, not what she needs
I
to
think
hear.
people just don't understand
And
what to say.
Yeah.
Like, if you walked in a room and gave someone a hug and went, oh, fucking hell, you're wide,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh,
Bit
that's
fat, aren't
really
you?
rude.
Jesus
but
Christ.
Or, they look at you and they're like,
I know it's allowed to say
Yeah,
it
it's
about
crazy.
Yeah,
make a
'cause
joke,
it's-
I know.
Yeah, but they're also like, wow, like so supportive. Like, they're supportive because they'll check in and be like, how are you doing? This looks amazing, congrats. Like, you know, can you eat and all that. And my family's very
So
big
always
on
that can you eat and
celebrating together. Like my 21st, my mum done me like a big party, and she'd already planned it with my mum's side. And she was like, can you not even have like birthday cake? I was like, no. She was like, oh, okay. So then she like got a slice up, put it in the freezer, and on my show day on November, she was like, I've got your birthday cake that you can finally have.
Oh, that's sweet.
I was like,
I
didn't eat it,
my
but
birthday on my prep, and Mum got me a cake after telling her not to get a cake. I went fucking mental. I was like,
Did
what
you
the
see
fuck have you bought me a cake for? Like, but they don't get it.
No.
And I look back and I think, like, that is
Yeah.
bad for me, but also, like, I specifically said I don't want it. I'm dying. I'm like 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
And I get you wanting me to blow some candles out, but, like, for fuck's sake, why have you
I don't
got
wanna
me
smell it.
this
Yeah.
fucking cake?
Yeah. My mum, I said get it because it was like, get it because I knew they were all coming. So I was like, get a cake and
Them to
everyone can
have,
have
yeah.
it. And like, I'd rather you enjoy it. It's the same as when you're on prep and everybody else is eating. I'd
Yeah,
rather
yeah, of
you,
course.
I don't have a problem. But it's that. But yeah, no, they're all supportive of it. And even when I first brought you home as well, and that they're very like, oh, is he on drugs? And like, yeah, are you? Mum thought I was on. I was took it as a compliment. She was like, I thought you'd started primo. I was going to make a joke about your facial hair. So thanks, Mum. But I was like, I haven't. And she was like, oh, I was going to make some jokes because you look bigger. And I was like, I'll take it. I was so backhanded.
Yeah, thanks, but no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're definitely supportive. They just don't, like, when we went to the show, or sorry, when they came to your show, like, I had Jen on, like, the questions they were asking, it's obviously come from a place of interest, but you can tell there's, like, no understanding behind anything.
No.
I
Well,
think
they're
even
just
the
very
first
new,
one,
they're
it's
fresh.
like coming and watching a bunch of aliens.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you don't know anything about it.
They're in awe of it.
And you
but
sit
they're
there
like,
and be
"Oh."
like, what the fuck's this class? That girl looks like that. That
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
looks like that. It's
Like-
like,
I had, like,
My
Millie's dad sat next to me, like, throwing questions at every second, then Jen was about to walk on, and I was like, mate, give me 10 minutes. So please.
Like my mum would be like, what's the difference between like you and Jen? And I'm like, I'm bikini. And she was like, because Jen's like bottom heavy. And I was like, that's what they want in wellness. And they explaining that sort of category. And she was like, you're not going to go into figure, are you? I was like, no. No.
Look at me.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna go there.
You're joking.
Joking.
You want to tap.
it's just not knowing the like terminology. They say
Yeah,
things
so-
wrong, but it's like even
Definitely
it's like on
supportive,
prep that someone will probably say, like, oh, you're looking skinnier. Well, that'll throw your fucking head that you've lost all your muscle, but they just mean you've got leaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that whole thing of
You're
like,
looking small, what?
yeah.
Well, no, I mean lean.
literally.
You've said small now.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Free lead, please.
It is.
Ryan,
Does that
need
mean
more test.
am I soft? Like, it's
Yeah.
that whole thing you can't win. You
Kind of
pregnant?
get used to it. Though,
Oh.
like, the
You
boys
do.
I lived with for 4 years at uni, by the end of it, they were like, knew fucking everything about
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But, like, in the first year, they're like, you're weighing your food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
alien.
you're eating 6 times a day?
Yeah.
You
Why
put
you eat-
what in your ass? Like, do you know what I mean? You take steroids.
Keep drugs in the fridge.
I thought you meant up your ass.
Hello, what? Pete, what? You put what? Your arms? Is that not where it
You got
goes?
buckle. You pin that. What are those tablets? Do you know what I mean?
Your eyes went.
What's up?
Just trying to make the classic weight cut, bro.
What's going on?
What have
Have I been doing it wrong?
What have I walked in on?
He's like, what?
It's not what it looks like.
Oopsies. Well, that's where it's supposed to go.
That's a thick needle.
Oh my god.
But no, yeah, you get used to it. I think that's mental. And it's always the stuff like, just have this, it won't hurt. Just have one.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything.
Are you
It's
eating
like,
today?
I want to fucking, yeah. When can you eat?
Yeah.
We'll do something when you can eat.
When
It's
can
all,
you drink?
the issue is society and like everything's just revolved around food and drink.
Yeah.
And it's like so backwards to even think, even in off season, like we've said this, like if you took Megan, even when you were dieting, and you wrote down what she did, she's natural, she eats 5 whole food, nutritionally dense meals a day, hits micronutrition goals, she does cardio, steps, trains really hard, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs, but that's seen as alien.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Like, you've got a perfect literal diet, everything, super healthy, but that's alien.
It's like when I used to work
Go out on the weekend
Surely
and get
that's
pissed
not
up and
healthy.
binge.
Yeah.
Sure, you're weighing your food that can't be healthy. I eat more than you.
It's not the healthiness that's questioned, it's
not
more the
normal.
happiness.
You can't be happy doing
and
that.
then it's like, but you don't
you're
drink.
obsessed.
Yeah, you're obsessive,
Yeah.
you don't drink.
How can you enjoy that?
Because it's they find the things that make them happy, and they're like, "How do you
Yeah.
not find happiness in what I do?" And it's
Yeah.
like, well, vice versa.
And like, as a parent looking in, I can see that your kid's starving themselves
Yeah.
and doing all this
That's
cardio,
hard.
has no personality, they're depressed because they've got no food or whatever. But at the end of the day,
Cycles
you wouldn't really
drops.
do it. You have to understand, you wouldn't do it if you didn't love it, and it's
Yeah.
a challenge. If you were running a marathon, the perception would be different.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
she
you
doesn't
look at
drink,
some of
she's not
these
drinking, she doesn't eat, she's a
triathletes,
triathlete.
You look at some of these
professional football
marathon
Because
runners.
it's
runners,
that
the condition they're in
cosmetic.
is crazy.
And what they have to do to do an ultra marathon,
Yeah.
but it would be how amazing.
You look at how lean they are and you're going, fucking that's wild. But then you put them on the bodybuilding stage, oh, they're a freak.
You put them in trunks
Yeah.
and stand up, but if you were a professional footballer or an athlete,
Yeah.
what they perceive as an athlete, it would be, Millie doesn't drink, she's not drunk in 3 years because she cares
They
about
boast
sport.
it, yeah.
Where it's, Millie doesn't drink because she's a bodybuilder. And it's
She's
like,
like,
oh.
right.
It's the vanity in it as well. Oh, you're so vain.
But no one fucking does it to look good for the average
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
They do it for a goal. It's a pursuit of
Yeah.
progression.
Like my mum now, like she'll joke and she'll be like, "Can you teach me the poses?" Or she
Dying on a bikini stage.
yeah, she was doing it. I've got videos. It's so funny, and she'll just be like, but she'll send me. She sent me the other day. And she, not, I think it was like last year. She sent me a text and she was like, 1 year ago today you competed. So proud of you. And she'll send the picture, and it's like that difference. Not difference, but it's like they are.
Yeah.
Like proud, and it's like, oh, you've
That's
committed
nice.
to that, and they know the work that's gone
Yeah.
into it. They don't like it essentially, but
Oh,
it's
my mum
that.
just tells me I'm a pussy when I'm cruising. Oh, sorry.
Pussy.
You're on
text-
less than a gram.
Literally.
Get out. Move out.
Brother, no.
Brother, ugh.
Texted Raggan, mum's just giving me abuse for the cruise days, and he's like, oh, up it then.
Up it for Sam.
Up it. Sorry, Sam. Sorry to disappoint you.
Shout out, Sam.
Big up Sam.
I'm sure she'll be listening.
She has some more questions.
Go on.
We'll get 'em out.
We
We've got some more on there as
covered
well.
that one, haven't we, really?
Yeah.
What else have you got on there?
Is it? You want to speak? No?
Huh?
Do you want to give any input?
No.
No.
I
Not on
suppose-
family stuff. They
No.
they can. They don't like it, and that's about it. To be honest, and they know they don't like it.
Solid.
It's refreshing to hear.
It's refreshing to hear a like
Refreshing
different
to-
perspective, but
Because
like
even mine are weird about it
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
And they'll,
Really?
even still.
Years.
Your mum said to me the other day, I went round to pick Norman up. She's like, oh, like we're going to have food this weekend. Like, because Tim told me you couldn't do it the other week because of your whole not eating thing. And I was
Diet.
like, diet.
A diet. Have you dieted before?
But mum for me
doesn't
would be
mean
like
it bad,
messaging
no.
me all show day. When they on? How have they done? How
Yeah,
have they done?
mum's like that,
I've not
mate.
replied. She's messaging me, how's he done? Me to go compete again, you're not fucking doing that shit again. But you're obsessed with my results and what
Yeah.
I do, and that's wicked. I'll show her someone.
Business and
that's
yeah.
it. But when it's business and it's someone else, but to me, if it's me, it's like that's fucking alien. You're
Yeah.
a weirdo. Why would you want to do that again? Look what you felt like last time. Why would you want to do
My
that?
son shitting himself on tomatoes again. No.
Oh.
Sam's asked, does having a partner in the industry make it easier?
Yeah. But I think it just depends how supportive. If they're not in the industry and you weren't in it and you were just as supportive and we got what each other did, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But it does make it easier of common interest. Any common interest is easier, right?
Yeah, I think it's more specific to you two as well because like you both work as a
Yeah,
coach,
true.
you both compete in
Like, we only
bodybuilding.
train,
Like
we don't have the
only
same job.
Just have,
Yeah.
yeah, I have
I-
a completely
I
different
mean,
job.
I've dated for a long period of time outside of the industry, and that was difficult.
Bringing the X up.
Like, no, so that I can
I'll be one in a minute.
so I can categorically say, like,
Joking,
yeah,
but-
being in a relationship with you being in the industry is way fucking easier because I'm not getting nagged at the
You've
weekend
had
of why you were at that show.
difficulties, yeah.
Oh, I work a 9 to 5, I'm off the weekend, why can't you spend it with me?
And also, we had that
Yeah.
at the start of the relationship where it's like, you were trying to tell me being like, not things that I'd be bothered with, but things that you'd experience where you're like, oh, I'm doing this and because of that, like that. And I was like, I'm not bothered, like, I understand. And vice versa, it'd be like,
Yeah, but you'd
I-
never
like-
dated before me,
no.
so...
No, I haven't. Throw that in there, babe.
A fucking nightmare for a couple of weeks, but
No, you were like my only relationship. Cause what was that? How old was I? 22? When I met you? Yeah.
So like
first relationship, really.
Yeah. So like we'd have conversations about things from the start.
And also, and like even
But it does make it easier because even if like,
because I get it.
I'm like, there's a Conti shoot on this weekend. We're doing this. Do you want to come? You're like, yeah, fucking sound, because you get on with all the athletes. You're in this fucking industry.
Same with show days. Like I'm like.
Yeah, you just come along to all of them because you're like buzzing for it. Same as like you're doing now for Tim. Like you're coming to more and more shows. Yeah. Like it makes it easier because otherwise, what you're gonna do is sit at home and just twiddle your thumbs. Well, that's shit.
Well, not even that. It's like I'm not even.
You don't have a life.
You don't have a life.
That's what Pete's doing.
Yeah. Your life is me. Okay. You will bend to my life. You will fit in with my schedule.
No, but like if you worked in a corporate environment, 9 to 5, I probably wouldn't see you, and then in the evening when you'd come home, I'd still be doing work, and then the weekends when you would be off, I would be like doing stuff like this.
Yeah, and if I wasn't into it, it'd be like it's almost like what you were saying. It'd be
shit for me. It'd be shit for you.
Corporate job 9 to 5, and on the weekends if you weren't going to Timber's shows, it'd be like, oh, I'm at home.
Yeah, and it was even harder. I didn't really specify it that I moved from London to York.
Yeah,
I've got no one. No family, like no friends up here, like especially over in York. So I really was, when Tim went, it was just me and Norman.
Yeah.
And so you're just like...
He doesn't say a lot either, does he?
He's not the most conversational person.
He's a bit shy.
He's a bit shy. Yeah. He's not come out of his shell yet, so... Yeah, so there is that, but... I think it can work still. I think you've just got to have that respect both ways. It's not just about one person, because the corporate person's job and life still matters, and they still have their own goals and aspirations that need to be supported.
100%.
We did it for months.
Yeah, and it was absolutely fine. Like, I still have my own interests that I will go and pursue.
I even like went on one end of the spectrum like ages ago, and I was like, what do we actually do other than just...
We've said that. You've said that to me on walks.
Yeah, you know when you just panic and you think, God, what if we didn't have to
Did we just talk about bodybuilding?
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Well, like we'll go and do like random dates and stuff.
We'll do concerts and things like that, don't we?
Yeah, like...
But I don't think it's a bad thing to have someone you both love. And like, I think that's what I always say. Like,
the conversation shit, how are you checking state? Yeah, sound, how are you checking?
No, because we actually have like... Oh, you're obsessed with these cat TikToks. We talk about those as well.
Wicked. Love them.
Like, you know...
It's like cat memes reenacting like historical events.
I've not had them come up on yet.
No. I'll send them your way.
General G and...
I hate Chester.
Chester General G all day.
Oh, his TikTok is shit when we have to go on his.
So trustable.
I think we got a lot in common as well. Yeah. So it works really easily.
Yeah, because it wasn't...
You can understand why so many competitors date competitors.
It was nice.
But I think you can see where it is literally like you've only got bodybuilding in common.
Yeah.
Especially where it's like I would never want us to merge a company.
No.
Because, in my opinion, I think like that'd just be horrific.
Millie's like, fuck.
You should fuck us banking on that.
That 5-year plan is being rewritten.
Because at that point, you're just everything.
Yes, me neither, babe.
What's that?
I didn't want it.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Huh? What?
Well, I don't know. That one didn't land. Fuck.
No, because it'd be that thing of we wouldn't talk about anything else apart from business, and then and then he'd shout at me and I'd cry.
Probably. Why the fuck have you peaked her using that?
Your fault, sorry.
What do you mean you've just given her fucking MPP?
What do you mean you give her 3/4 of a rice cake?
Wait.
Only.
You've loaded Diazide over a week.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. But also, like, when we have said about, we only talk about bodybuilding and stuff, I think I did call you out on this, like, ages ago, is that, like, I'd always express an interest in Tim's job and Tim's world. Always.
I can see you.
From the get-go.
Where are you going with this one?
Always.
I feel like Pete.
Yep. Always ask him about how his training's gone, how everything's gone, his shows, always been so supportive. And I was like, you've never asked me about my job. And he doesn't know what I do. firstly, really, or understand it.
Yeah.
Or try and understand it. But, like, I was like, you don't even ask me how my day's gone, or, like, anything. Like, if I'm okay.
Don't care.
And I was like, and I just feel a bit like, you don't care?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, fuck, shit, sorry.
Let Meg talk. She's got big things she needs to get off her chest. Carry
One
on.
of us
It's
is winning every weekend, and one of us is just doing a 9 till 5. So, like,
Do you know what I mean? Like, listen, his response time might be shit in real life, but it's wicked here.
Yeah. You can wait.
I've asked every client how they're doing.
Honestly, I've been through the list. I've asked the same person 5 times, say how they're doing.
No, I do care. It does. And I hold my hands up and say, no, I haven't asked.
Yeah, you do.
It's just sometimes it's difficult to even understand what you do, and like you also have I don't have a mutual interest in what you do. I want you to do well, and I don't want you to be unhappy. I want you to do well at your job.
Yeah.
And you do talk about stuff that goes on at work, but I feel like when you're coaching, obviously you love bodybuilding, so there's something you're interested in anyway because you kind of want to know.
Yeah.
And like gossip and shit happens in my job.
Yeah.
He's a
Dodgy
gossip queen.
check-ins, or this is happening in the industry, this happened on a
Yeah.
show day.
No.
There's more to talk
I get
about.
that.
Yeah.
But what's worse is when there's gossip and it's not been said, and I'm like, why haven't you told me that? That's good.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
but
asking you find the best
Out.
job. And did I? You sat
You know,
there,
you're
what
like
was it?
so
What was
forgot
it?
to-
there's so much going on, you forget like a crucial
You're like, oh,
thing.
you know
It's
when I
what-
said
2 weeks
this,
later, you go, yeah, you know
missed it.
when I told you that, and like, no.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, why
Every
would
day
you
of my
not
life.
tell me that? And I was like, why would you not want to tell me that?
But I do really care what you do. Of course I do.
Oh, it's okay, you don't.
Okay.
We know you don't. I don't even care.
Suppose-
Sometimes.
I suppose it's
time.
difficult though with like your job as well, because like when you were describing sort of what you do on that first episode,
Yeah.
I suppose that is quite hard to show an interest in if you're not actually in that environment as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like if the thing you're managing is like a product on a page, it's an inanimate thing, isn't it? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, do you know what I mean? Like, it's,
It's so hard to describe.
do you know what I mean? It's so hard to describe
Yeah.
it anyway.
It's a bit
that
shit,
then-
innit?
No, it's not shit. It's then hard to be like,
Yeah.
oh, how's the product doing? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like other than asking how that product's doing or asking how.
It's also how's the day, like how are you doing? Do you enjoy it? Are you doing the work well? That's it.
Yeah.
There's there's nothing to.
Substance.
If your
And I
office
don't
was
get
like
it because I've never had a
horrific and
job.
all the people that work there were awful and there's loads of gossip about it, we'd be like, oh, what are they doing now?
Yeah.
Like, I've never been through if you're doing an interview, I've never done an interview or applied for a job or done anything. It's all terms are absolutely alien as well.
Yeah. I
Like,
try
when
and
you are
describe
talking, I'm
stuff.
sat there like,
I have
I don't know,
to
what's that?
say
What's
it in
that?
layman's terms, or like try and.
It's so
describe it
specific
the
to
best
what
I
you do
can.
as
It
well.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only person, to be honest, that I can ever speak about my job with freely and vent is my dad.
Because he does.
Because
pretty much the same thing.
he's a software developer
Okay.
and I'm a product manager, so I would
He knows.
be asking him to do work. Like I would be
yeah.
kind of in charge of his workflow if we were to work together. So he gets it because he works with product managers and I work with software developers. So it's like,
You're on the same page.
yeah, when I
Same book.
speak to him, I'm like, oh, this, that, and the other. This is going wrong at work. Like everything's broken. They don't want to fix anything. Blah blah blah. And he like gives me his opinion, and like he gets it. But like I know that it's hard when I'm. The only thing I can vent about is if someone's upset me.
Yeah, and you do.
And
I
I do vent about
listen.
that if someone's
Like,
upset
there is
me.
no hierarchical of jobs like whatsoever.
No,
It's just more so like you also 9 to 5 click off, and you like your job, and you know it earns money, and you like your job, but you're not like me passionate, or you're not going to go and do an extra 5 hours or absolutely go above and beyond for
Yeah.
your job.
Not laying
where
there
I will
thinking-
talk about it or do this. Yeah, or-
Sometimes.
I'm laying there thinking,
Sometimes.
I need to do
No
this.
podcast,
this,
anxiety,
this,
the
this.
anxiety is there. Like on a Sunday, and I'm like,
yeah, you have work anxiety.
I have
can't
work
wait.
anxiety that I'm like waking up to like 200 emails
Well, that's the
that I
difference.
can't go.
I can't wait for 200 check-ins.
Yeah.
Really?
And I want to kill myself.
Yeah, no.
Sure.
No, some of them.
Yeah.
200 on a Monday
You're
morning.
like buzzing for work.
Anyone
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to work and can't
Yeah.
wait for the show to
Can't wait for
work
the
on a
next
weekend,
day,
and
yeah.
you're on a Sunday
Crying
like,
on the way
Don't
to
feel
You
like
don't even see
working
it
here,
work
does
on
it? Like,
No.
because we'll both leave here and probably both think I'd spend hours up tonight doing updates or doing whatever. And like, you're buzzing to do it until you go, fuck, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed now. Whereas like the thought of like getting up for, like when I was working in like the ECGs, like I'd be in the office at 7 a.m. I can't think of anything fucking worse.
I think it's because you're being paid as well, not
Yeah.
earning your own money.
And now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, wicked, I need to be up at 5 tomorrow because I've got this to do. And I'm like buzzing to be up at 5 to do it. Rather than like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, I've got to go and do that.
Like, regardless of if I have check-ins in the morning and have to get up early for that, or if I have a PT shift, you know, it's like slightly I always feel like, because it's such on a smaller scale, so when I say it, I'm like, but it's like, I enjoy I'll wake up first thing, I'm buzzing, and I'll get out of bed and I've got X, Y, and Z, like on a Monday morning in particular. But then the shift days where I'm only there for a couple of hours, but I've got to be there at a certain time. I'm like,
Different
I'm not like gas, let's go. And it's same as when I go to a PT session, like even if it's at 6 a.m, like I'm like, it's still the same time as what I got up yesterday for my shift, but I'm going to a PT session for that
You're
hour.
never looking at the clock,
it.
are you? On the day going, fuck, when does this end?
No.
And if you're getting messages at like 11 p.m. at night, you're replying to them, what you're doing, and you're not pissed about it. But if it was like, oh, you've got to stay at the office till 1 a.m. tonight and do that, you'd be like, get fucked.
Yeah.
That's why I think the podcast, like, we've loved doing it as well, because it's a little thing together that blends both, like, because you've done loads of the content and you're doing loads of stuff, like, it is blending, and you actually love doing that.
Yeah, it's just so hard when I have such a busy job. I'm like, in the day, I get home after being in the office and I'm just like...
You don't want to look at it.
You've got me saying, put the reel out, what are we talking about?
Literally, write the caption, do this, plan the content. And I'm literally just like being exhausted.
Can't do it all.
Yeah, but it is like a nice blend of stuff. And like, I think we've just had very different like upbringings as well, in terms of like your parents are kind of self-employed or self-made and have pushed that on you to chase what you're passionate about. Whereas I've grown up,
I couldn't work for someone else.
Yeah, whereas I've had a job since I was 16. Since 16 I've never been unemployed. So
my parents have been employed.
And my dad's had the same job for 30 years as a software developer.
Yeah.
And my mum's had the same job at Boots for like 30 years. So they've always pushed me to get a good job and to work hard, but get a good job. And like for me, if I turn around to them and said, I've just won a bodybuilding show, they'd be like, nice. If I turn around to them and said, I've just got through, like, I've beat 70 people out and got this senior position at a new job, they'd like literally be like, oh my fucking god, you're the most amazing thing.
It's what they can understand.
Like, that's my success is based on.
They understand that scale for them. They understand that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like when you're explaining something to someone, you've always got to put it on a scale that they get. Like they understand that they've got the reference points there.
Yeah.
They don't get it like themselves
No.
with the bodybuilding because they don't understand how difficult that is or what you have to do that.
Yeah.
It's like when someone said to me, "I've run a marathon in this time," I'd be like,
sick.
Cool.
That could be fucking
7 hours.
Is that good?
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like with the boys at uni who used to run, they'd be like, I've just done like this time for a half marathon. It'd be like 1 hour and 10, which transpires to be wicked.
Yeah.
But I was like, you've got to give me a reference here. Like, where's that put you? Because I can't.
Yeah.
What's the world record?
How quick is he doing it? Like I can't be buzzing for you or whatever until I know where I should be or not. Do you know what I mean? If you were like, oh, I've just won a bodybuilding show, but there was like 58 girls in my class and I beat them all, then it's like, oh, okay, you beat 57 other people, that's pretty sick.
That's pretty
I've just won the show. What does that mean? How many people there? What did you have to do there?
Yeah. I just still don't think they'd ever see it that way. Because of just the like...
They probably wouldn't, but it might be more
the
understandable.
visual of it.
Yeah, I think for them it's more like...
I think more so you mean that, you know, you get that level of proudness through work.
Yes, yeah, I get praised.
If I got a job, it would be a bit like,
over
the fuck are you working for someone for? I've always been told to break the mould and don't work.
Your mum telling me just quit.
Yeah, where my mum and dad will say to her, like, quit, what do you like doing? Let's build something out of that.
Literally, like, we'll back you.
We'll
do
back
it.
You. Let's do something out of that.
So many people that have the confidence to go and do it for themselves, though.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's
When
scary.
you're not involved with it, it's so daunting to then do it.
Like, my worst fear is being unemployed, getting fired from a job.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
No, literally.
Like, I have the same amount of money that comes in every month. I know I'm getting it every month. Whereas, like, you could have a bad month. And if that happened, I would probably lose my head. If my money went down, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Put you in hospital for a month.
That's
zero in that. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, forget it broke your arm, you could have broke your spine, right?
Yeah.
Her work would carry on paying.
Yeah.
All our clients would leave and we'd get no money. So it's like overnight.
But I agree with what you're saying primarily, but I think it's on you as well with your work ethic, because like that.
Yeah.
My arm snapped and I messaged all my clients straight away before the ambulance turned up and was like, listen, I'm going to hospital today. Like, you won't get hold of me.
Not his girlfriend,
message
though.
you.
Yeah.
That was cool.
They're not going to drive up
Jen,
from
when I got
fucking
the message
Devon.
from Pete, I was like,
Just put her in the broadcast list.
Looking great in the
Hey, client.
Everyone else knows.
No, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, if you got severely ill or something,
Yeah,
couldn't
Like,
if you-
literally
work.
unable
Well,
to
like
work.
if you physically couldn't do the work,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. But there's loads of
Yeah.
people that get injuries and take the piss for doing
Yeah,
it.
of
You're
course,
like,
of
oh, mate,
course.
come on, you can't
But also,
just-
if you drop the ball, yeah, I guess it's on you. But you could also wake up on a Monday and 5-10 people can't financially pay.
Yeah.
Right? It's a shit time. That's £2.5
So-
grand a month. Gone.
Yeah.
What's that a year? That's 30 grand a year.
Yeah.
That's someone's salary
When I
gone overnight.
When I moved to Manchester, I'd worked out my finances based on what I had, and I was like, oh, I'll gain more because I'm in prep, and that's before prep got like really hard, and I'd moved, and then the money that I was counting on and the part-time kind of like, because I was working with my dad as well, and I rolled over to you, didn't I, like 10 p.m, and like within a week basically my income had gone apart from like a little bit, and I just went, I've lost like 10 people, and he went, okay, it'll be fine. And then it was just like, yeah, all right,
what
sound.
you
But
gonna
it's
do about
that
it?
thing
Yeah.
of like, you know, when you were saying it's that fear, and we're like,
You said it on the way
finishing-
over here though. You went, I've lost a client today.
Yeah.
And I was like, it happens. I was like, I've got 2 yesterday. I lost 2 yesterday.
Yeah, like I still
Happens.
gained one today, but it was like, oh, I've lost one, and you're thinking about, oh, Christ, like, you
For
know,
me,
it's
it's
that
not
thing
the
of,
money, but I'm still gutted when I lose a client.
I'm
because it's
fucking pissed. No matter how
it ruins my
yeah.
day. You
Yeah.
can tell when I've lost a client because I'm or something's
Not as
happened,
much
'cause
anymore.
Not as much anymore, but
before
it's
it was
also
a little
like,
bit
what
like,
have I done
oh,
wrong? Why
yeah,
have I
it's
kept-
like,
Like, if I get
why
a
have I
message-
not done this? Yeah.
If I get a message and it's like, I've got to go for financial reasons, I'm like, 100% get it, of course. But if I had someone leave and go to another coach, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Because I'd be thinking,
Yeah.
what are they doing that I can't do?
Well,
I don't know
know.
who I've had do that, to be fair. I've
But, like,
sent people to
Obviously,
other people.
when you start coaching, yeah.
I've made them leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please have it.
Go.
Right? This guy's fucking mental.
I'll pay you to take it. When you start coaching, obviously it does hurt you at the start when you lose a client because your income's a lot less, but obviously it gets to a certain point. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter financially if they go, but you see it as a
Still gutted.
failure. I failed that
think it's because you
client.
love your job and you
Yeah.
care.
Like I'll have people go and I'm just like, I feel like I failed them.
Yeah.
And then I know I
That's the
haven't,
thing,
but
but
I'm
like,
fuck.
that's the thing that was most, obviously it was the financial, but it was like, oh my God, what if I, and it was where I let things just go to shit really with
But then,
prep.
like
and
we
I was
spoke
just
about it, and I was like, you've put relatively like no focus on your business,
Yeah.
right?
no,
your
it was
prep.
just, I've just
and then
focused
look
on
at
them
what
people.
you've done from Jan onwards. You've prioritised your business
Yeah.
a lot more, and it's developed a lot more. And that's where I find it quite exciting because well, the more I put into this, the better it does.
Yeah, and now I'm like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
And I love it because it's just new people who are actually like,
Like I don't think I could ever work.
Interested.
Being told when my lunch break is.
I know.
Fuck off.
lunch break, what's that?
Do you know what I mean? You
For
kidding me?
you?
Oh, whatever fucking time I remember.
Yeah.
Meal one's at
Meal one's at
Yeah.
1.
Oh, it's 2 p.m.
Put food in the air fryer the other day. Like 3 hours later, I was like,
You sent me a message being like, this is why you need to be here.
I was like, if you don't make food for me, this is what happens.
Alright, babe, it's not like I'm working.
No, that was just an exceptionally busy day. But
Yeah.
yeah, have you got any questions on yours? Did you?
What are we on? I reckon we should wrap it up
Yeah,
now.
we're on almost
Because I have got work.
2 hours now. I'm starving.
My tummy hurts.
Any good ones to wrap up quick?
Where do you feel the line is before gear use becomes excessive?
Needs analysis, person to basic, person dependent.
Jesus, those
Rapid fire questions.
It is.
Go,
It is.
go.
It is. It's absolutely. Where do you want to be? How good are you?
Just think
Where
if
do you
you're-
want to go?
Yeah, if you're hammering it, you get fuck all from it, and you'll see
Pull
like
back.
bloods decline,
Yeah. If
calcium
you're else in
scans
the bin,
decline,
obviously.
echo showing issues. What's the point?
Pull back. But if you want to be a pro and you're on the edge of that card, or you're on
Yeah.
the edge of winning some really good shows, you've got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, completely agree. I got the how did you all meet question. I was introduced to you two via Millie.
Yeah.
Because Mill was like, do you know Tim Stewart? And I was like, who the fuck's that guy?
Well, I was introduced by you. By you.
Yeah.
So how did you know Billy?
I don't know.
Mutuals?
Just I found on Instagram.
Did you? Sound on some guys.
And then
Instagram.
we like messaged for a reason.
For a little bit.
And
We just ended up chatting for hours. Just
yeah,
about life.
of the phone and just
Yeah, just
had
vibing.
some experiences in common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met through Instagram.
We
Oh, so
did.
did we.
Oh, romance.
Instagram, one of them.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Modern
Business,
romance.
matchmaker, what can't it do?
But yeah, no, it was because we've got the same music interest. Like that's what we would
I
chat
don't know where you were
about.
going with that then. I was like, what?
What?
I didn't know. I didn't know
You
what you
just
were
looked at me
saying.
like, what?
Because we got the same. I was like, what have we got the same?
We got the same.
No, we met because a girl that you were mates with trained at a VP, and you guys always used to put each other on the stories when, like, you
We
were
did
both on
stuff,
prep.
yeah.
And then when I started this, I wasn't doing like fitness or bodybuilding, like coaching or anything like that at the time. Just had like a normal. Instagram.
Was you not when you first met? No.
No. So that was like when your first prep was. So I didn't have like a fitness page.
But
or
I
anything.
didn't. Yeah.
But yeah, your mate was in EP,
You were
and I'd see
looking at
you on her
featuring,
stories all the
yeah.
time. And then when I started this page, Millie came up as like a suggested, and I was like, oh fuck, that was her. You know, what's her name's mate. Followed her, and then we just got chatting about random shit. Became Betty mates.
He slid into my DMs about food
Did he?
Bosh.
Love it.
from the non-foodie.
Played that.
Oh,
Don't matter,
that
does it?
favourite
Don't matter
dish,
how you
that.
do it. Don't matter how you do it.
Look,
No,
look where we
I
are
was-
now, baby.
Yeah.
You DM me.
True.
Yeah.
The second time or first? I don't remember the
Oh.
first. I was pissed. I was pissed off.
First. In summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you followed me.
Yeah, but after you tried to follow me twice.
Ooh.
Mama.
Yeah, this is the thing, right?
always
So I
remember
had
receipts.
tried to follow her twice. And at the time, I didn't know she existed.
Someone's coming out.
I don't know who she was.
Because, you know, she was with someone else.
Yeah.
And and I didn't even know she existed. No one in the world did. And I remember seeing it.
Your parents did. Your parents knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think some people might.
I meant that you was with this person.
Yeah, you
didn't know-
That's what I
you
meant.
didn't know
I mean,
they
no,
were together.
yeah. And so I tried to follow a
Sounds
girl.
familiar. Sounds somewhat familiar.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I tried to follow Megan, but it was just suggested, and it wasn't like I know who even she is. It was just like she looks fit on a profile picture, and I was thinking, God, try follow her.
My man.
And then like 6-8 weeks later, I didn't know that a follow request had been declined. I didn't even recognise it was the same fucking girl. I just thought another fee follow. Turned out it was the same one.
Another one.
But she'd been
So memorable.
she's
So
no, but
No.
obviously
It's not
from
remembered you.
From a
it's not
pro-
like, oh, she's blonde.
least
on
you
a
played the long
profile
game.
pic, you know, I didn't know. It was on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was a little profile pic. I didn't even, you know, after 10 minutes, you forget that you've even requested to follow someone.
I'd never forget you.
And
I didn't
then-
make a lasting impression.
Thanks, babe.
You what?
This
I didn't make a lasting impression. You
Oh yeah,
heard.
because I tried again.
You've actually just
You didn't
followed
know.
that.
I didn't know, but I thought you were fit twice,
I'm
and
just-
then you
this is
followed
all
me, and I
too
thought,
much.
oh, and then you went and followed my fitness.
revelation.
So then I messaged
Relationships
saying,
based on a
why have
lie.
you followed both accounts or something?
Yeah.
And then
It all came out.
and then you DM me. Then you DM me the time after.
Yeah.
In a year, a year and a half.
We've respent-
We've probably spent 25 days apart. 30?
Total.
Not
In
per
total, not in.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you can't.
No, roughly like 23.
She's gone again.
I think the longest. Yeah.
Day off. Tick.
No, seriously, less than 40, 30 in 500 days we've probably
Yeah.
spent apart.
Like, do you know who Tim Stewart is? And I was like, I feel like I've heard his name in the industry, but I've never met him, I've never spoke to him. And you were like, obviously, then telling me about like how she met you and like, all that stuff. She was like, look at that dog though. Straight away, your story highlights. And I was like, this dog's wicked. I was like, unreal.
You were staring for ages, like, what the f-?
You watch the story on his back legs, like jumping around in a jumper, going, "What
He
the
is literally
fuck
mental.
is going on?" Because my cat's like really dog-like, and she's like weird. So I'm used to like weird animals almost.
Wow.
He's like a cat.
Right,
Yeah.
so this girl had cats, and they was her everything. And Norman would be in this cage all day, 10 hours, and just watch the cats, and he'd be obsessed with the cats, and he plays like a cat with his paws. He jumps
Yeah.
off stuff like a cat, and he's obsessed with
Pounces.
it, pounces. So I think he's got it from the cats and
Cats.
copying the
And he
cats.
walks
'cause
along
he's
the back
never
of the
had any-
sofa.
He walks along the
Like a
back
cat.
like
Like
a
a
cat,
cat,
moves
yeah.
like a cat.
My mum's raised our cat, who is a girl, but it's called Henry,
Right.
as a dog almost. So she'll go to the back door and let me out, and there is a cat flap, and she knows how the cunt works, but one of us goes and
Yeah.
opens it every fucking
Even if
time.
I'm there, it's just a loud meow.
Yeah, like she'll come and tell you she wants something. She sleeps in the bed,
Opens the door.
or like on a bed. Her diet consists of chicken, salmon, prawns, occasionally cat food.
M&S.
M&S fucking food as well. It's a joke. But she's been raised by like such a dog. The way she plays like a dog.
Yeah.
She's not like, she won't come and sit on your lap or anything like that. She's really just not like a cat. It's just wild. Yeah, you love her.
Yeah, we cook Norman's dinner,
Gets
breakfast,
freshly cooked dinner
Everything, yeah.
every morning,
Chicken,
every night.
oats, honey, peanut butter, beef, steak.
life, veggies.
Every just fresh cooked there,
Yeah.
and then he just turns his nose up at it. Runs
No,
off
it's
from
the
it.
eggs. It's
shit.
the eggs.
She goes mental if there's no chicken for her.
Yeah,
She'll go-
Norman throws a strop if I've
You
cooked
open
in
the fridge and she
dinner.
fucking appears and she's like,
You have to pay
Give me some.
the tax for them though.
Come
Like,
on.
every time you open the fridge, you have to give them something.
Yeah.
Norman tax. Let's see if this is better. This blooper, seriously. What did I do?
You can tell it's the first podcast. Yeah.
You were like, no. All right.
Last week.
Who's the one who created the logo here? Come on.
Me?
No.
No, it's fucking Arjun somewhere.
Arif.
Right, back onto the question.
Arif on fucking Paint. OS Paint. 07. Bit of colour there. Do you know when you like it's Microsoft Paint? You will know what that is because you lived in a field by then.
A jungle. Get it right.
Which fucking field?
Did you not have paint?
They didn't have TV out there.
Sad.
She's like fucking
Paint? Do you have Minesweeper?
yeah, man.
I used to love mine.
That's
Did you
Snake on the
Snake?
Snakes.
Minesweeper.
Don't know what that
You
is.
had the real snake.
You had
in the
real
jungle.
snake.
Yeah, I've been literally running away.
There with a
Real
spear in the
snake.
morning. Ooh, fire.
Neanderthal.
Praying for a
Yeah,
coconut to
innit?
fall down.
What, age 6?
Neanderthal.
Running around thinking you're Moana.
Built different.
Oh, fuck off. He's scared of spiders, shut up.
Yeah. They scared me.
Have you seen the tarantulas in Devon?
Mate, they're fucking massive.
They have snakes at the seaside, I think. Don't you? Like grass
Correct.
snakes?
We gave that to fact, like, they have snakes, I think. Do they?
I'm not sure.
So there's badgers you gotta watch out for.
No, there's no badgers.
There's badgers.
There's not.
You
He
taking
was,
the
he was got
fucking
his
piss?
life taken by a
I've
badger.
driven into a fat fucking badger. 2.5 grand's worth of damage. Ripped the full
You
bumper
just
and underneath my
triggered.
car off.
No, but the thing is, he goes,
Mate, the size of this fucking
could dodge
tape.
it, could dodge it, now I'll be alright, just plough into it.
I was going about 70 on the country road and it come out and I thought, it's not a badger, I'll just hit it.
You fucking badger.
Bang! Fucking grills off, lights off, all the underneath of my car's ripped off. You fucking cunt badger, seriously.
You're the one who went drive into it.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
to you.
He's gone, if I'm going to die, I'm taking you with me.
What's a badger gonna do?
I didn't think it was that big. It's like just a concrete wall.
Bosh. Airbag's gone off. You're fucked.
70, it could have said that sped up.
Everything you're
I'll make it quick.
It's like Jay and that squirrel and in between it. I thought it was going to mug me off.
I'll make it quick. Bang.
Let's make sure.
You won't suffer, don't worry.
Just my car.
Mercy
You just
death.
seen it and gone, let's go.
Obviously afterwards I pulled over and I just was like, why did I swerve? Why did I just not hit it?
Just cry.
I
Really angry,
I had like a
okay.
fucking seagull hit my windshield as I was driving back from Cardiff over that bridge. And I thought the car just had like a bullet go through it. I shot myself. The noise
just hit it.
It just flew, and I've just gone into it at the same time. And it's twatted and like span off. And I thought like someone just shot a bullet through the car. Shot myself. Fucking swerved. I was like, what the fuck was that? I was like,
There's a chopper gunner.
fucking seagull just spinning out. Nose diving. Seagull down. Mayday. Fuck's sake. Right.
Go on, wrap it up.
So, if you're still with us, thanks.
Well done.
Yeah, well done. You've made it this far. But yeah, so thanks for coming on,
Thanks for
Pete
inviting
and
us.
Mills.
Yeah,
It's been
thanks for
emotional.
having us. It's been a
It's
ride.
been a roller
It's been a
coaster.
real
It
ride.
has. It's
Yeah.
been great.
Book a therapy session for
Couples counselling.
We're going to get into the car and be like,
Why the fuck
I
did you
think we
say
need to break
that?
literally, next week.
Can't believe you said that. Fucking air. Should we take Tim? Please take that little minute. Between 32 and 38 minutes.
Yeah, anyway, we hope you all enjoyed and we'll see you on the next one.
No, it's not that one.
Delete.
Button.
Delete recording.
Imagine.